What's up, CHP fans? It's your boy Dos, back again with another Dos's dating advice. I'm here with a very, very special guest. She's a best-selling author, a dating coach, a wellness expert, and everything in between. Andi Lew, how are you doing?
Good. Josh's dating advice, all the D's and...
Yeah, that's where we familiarise ourselves. And that's my expertise, the double D's, the straight long D, all of it. That's all me.
The A, B, C, D and E. Multiple choice questions, huh?
That's right. I give all the answers though, so...
Yeah?
Yeah.
What questions are you going to ask me?
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Because apparently you need some dating advice, or do you know it all?
No, okay. So for those who don't know, for those who haven't seen before, maybe some of Andy's audience who haven't seen before, I actually don't need any dating advice. I do well for myself. That's why I'm sitting next to the beautiful lady.
Oh,
right?
And I can see that because you've got corn braids, you've got your
check out the waves. Check out the I've just been back from training. You know, getting real lethal. That's what I do. Lethal on the mic, lethal in the sheets, lethal everywhere else.
Freak in the sheets?
You want to find out?
No, not today.
Alright.
Is he available?
I mean, for you, of course.
All of a sudden.
That's right.
Sorry, girlfriends.
Yeah, the multiple. I like how you made that plural.
Of course, when you look like that, tell me what kind of defence you like to do. Why do you have to defend the girls off?
To defend them off.
Yeah.
That's true. I got to do that on social media. I got to do that in the streets. When I'm in the club, I walk in with the cornrows, and it's just a flock.
Right.
It's kind of like if John Lennon was walking down the street, or the Pope. It's just like I have to get some protective measures.
Yes.
And it's difficult.
I know.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, for hot guys like you all the time.
Yeah.
I understand the pain.
Yeah, a lot of these guys who don't really have what I have, they think that it's easy being irresistible.
You know what you do have as well? Because my favourite saying is, so you're hot, what else you got?
Oh.
You've got confidence.
That's right, I do. Yeah. I got confidence in bunches. You hear that, boys? Clip that up, that's going into Instagram, no doubt about it.
Women like confidence, you know?
Oh, believe me, I do. So that's actually a good segue in that we both know a lot about dating advice, right?
I guess we do. What are we going to teach the folk?
Well, we're going to get into it, but since we are both kind of Cupids, the voices of our generations, I would say, maybe me and you could discuss that over a goon bag later.
What's a goon bag?
It's like, it's very expensive, very high quality, but very cheap cask wine.
Oh, so alcohol inside a bag.
Yeah, that's it. I treat you right, girl.
I've heard that that's not so expensive though.
Yeah, it ain't. Especially for a player like me, it's not.
Maybe we could discuss it over a turmeric latte or some alkalized water.
Look, not really my style, but I'm down. I'm down for anything. I'm a dog like that.
And you know what? People do need advice over this pandemic because why be single? I mean, it's so hard to meet people during this time with the whole social distancing thing, right?
That's right. Why be single when you can have a few girlfriends like me? I'm trying to add you to that list, Andy.
But why cry on your pillow when you could get online some dating apps and actually have a bit of a tinker and a flirt and not feel so lonely during this time?
That's right. Dating on those apps would be good for a bunch of these guys. Usually when I just walk down the street, I say, you're cute, you're coming with me.
Right. And you can do that from a distance too.
Yeah, I can.
Show me how you do it. You see a girl, what do you do?
I say, what's up, baby girl? That dress looking mighty fine on you.
Really?
How about we go back to my place?
But that's really long. What if she's walking past quite quickly?
I grab the attention.
Do you?
I grab it. That's right.
So they do the whole look back?
Yeah, it's more just the stop and stare in front is what it is.
Oh, right. And then you stop too? And do you give a bit of eye contact, take the glasses off?
A little bit of glasses off, a little bit of clicking, making sure that she knows that it's to her, maybe a point.
Look at me.
Say, you baby girl right here, you're coming with me.
Oh, so she knows she's not... Because so many girls would be like, are you talking to me or that one behind?
Yeah, I know, especially in crowds like Bondi Beach. When I get to rig out and go get some sunbathing going on.
Yeah.
It's just so packed the beach, so I have to point out. Usually I'm carrying around a scepter, like the Pope. That's usually what
What's a scepter?
It's like one of those big sticks that's like real holy.
Oh, yeah, because I'm not religious, but I know what he carries.
Yeah, I carry around one of those and it's like the Red Sea parts.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the one lady that I want.
The one, even though, yeah. You know, there's an old Chinese proverb saying, it says, chase 2 rabbits, you can't catch one.
Well, I catch them all. I should really know more about Chinese proverbs considering the way I'm dressed up, but Chinese know about my proverbs.
Right. And you're holding my book, #InstaLovers.
Yeah, I was giving you some editing advice on it. That's what I was planning to do.
Yeah.
Just change some things up.
What would you change from what you've read?
I would say overall it needs to be a little bit more aggressive, I would say.
Really?
It needs to be, especially if it's a male reading it, they have to know they have to command it. They have to take what they want.
Right. So when they decide that they want something, and it could even be a fake profile, but they should still go for it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, you got to be a dumb idiot to get catfished.
Really?
In my personal experience, especially watching the TV show too, pretty funny TV show, but I think you have to have generally low IQ. That's why it's never happened to me.
Yeah. You know why? I mean, it's 2021. Why wouldn't you just video call and see if they're real or not?
That's right. We're giving out techniques for free out here. We're giving out techniques for free.
You know, there's a lot of dating apps these days that actually do allow you to go on the app and have a video chat without giving out your phone number. So important.
That is important. We need general safety, don't we?
Yeah.
Especially for those cute honeys out there. We can't have them being put in danger.
Well, what about them throwing themselves at you? You could be in danger.
Well, that's something I've learned to live with. You know,
Right.
Something that happens to me on a daily occurrence. Even just walking up to your place now, I said, a few girls were coming past. I said, sorry, ladies, I'm going to my future girlfriend's place.
Oh, did I know about this?
Well, you didn't, but you do now.
It's my manager.
I got mine over there. I got a few managers around. More just managing the girls that I'm seeing the next night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So he got lined up tonight.
But I'm here, aren't I?
Okay.
Well,
So tell me some sweet moves. How do you slide into DMs?
well, sliding into DMs, I don't really have to put that much effort into it. I say, baby girl, I like the way that thing work. and then an eggplant emoji and a peach emoji. I know that's something you're familiar with, the emoji game. What would you say about that emoji use? I say, baby girl, you're the one for me tonight. Eggplant, peach emoji.
Have you done 3 likes and a follow first?
No, I just go through my recent following because there's always a plethora of pretty ladies in there.
Right, so the people that follow you then slide into their DMs.
Yeah, just because usually people are intimidated to come up to me, even on social media,
Yeah, I can see
and
that.
actually say something. They like looking, but they don't have the confidence to come touch something, you know?
So they want to wait for you to make the first move.
Yeah, that's right. It's courteous. It's what a man should do.
I think it's really smart of you too, though, because any girl that's starting to follow you, you're going, baby, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're trying to get my attention, and then you make the move.
That's right. They've seen the merchandise.
Yeah.
Now they get a sample.
Yeah. You got to be careful though of sliding into someone's DMs that you don't follow, and they've got to like open up.
Yeah, it
To
goes
see,
in the
'cause
request, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're probably just going to dump that.
Well, like I'm familiar with that because I've got about 1,000 waiting for me at the moment. Of girls who kind of look like you, real cute.
Do you think though that they're doing that to you? Do you ever get like, because a lot of people are doing the whole popping up and going hi,
Wait,
and
that's
then no
wait.
one replies.
Yeah. What would you say if I slid into your DMs? What would be a line that you would like to hear?
You know, truthfully, I wouldn't like a compliment about my exterior or aesthetics. The best thing to do is to actually give someone a compliment about their character.
But what if I don't know your character? What if I just see some bikini pics and go, I want that? Can I say, you know what? I like the character of that bikini on you. It keeps it tight. What if I say that?
It's probably not going to work unless
you're me, that's just
yeah, that too, I guess. But for the average girl, she might find that a bit forward and might want to reply with, hey, that might be the future us.
That's true. She could say that, or she could just say, I'm yours.
Yeah.
Is what they do say.
What about, would you like a girl that's that easy though?
Well, I mean, I've gotten to the point now where I've realised all girls are easy.
Yeah?
All of them. That's right. You see, I don't really have to even try that hard anymore.
Right.
It's just more I just give them the little proverbial diss action. I give them a little wink.
How are we going to help the guys, though, that don't have all of your looks and confidence and things like that?
This is what we're here for.
Exactly.
This is what we're here for. So for a guy that doesn't have this confidence, doesn't have this charisma, how would you say, what would be some effective strategies to try to build that up or to exude confidence?
Yeah.
What would you say are some effective strategies?
First of all, you've got to love when you're ready, not when you're lonely. So you can come across...
That's a nice line. That's a nice punchline. I like that. That's probably in a book somewhere.
Probably. Or maybe I've said it on one of my American TV shows. And
I did see that. And I did like that.
yeah, the journalist said, but we are always lonely and that's when we're ready to love, when we're single. The thing is, you really have to enter that whole self-love zone first and kind of know what you have to contribute to the other party as opposed to what you can do for me type of attitude. So when you get to the point where you're like, this is what I have to contribute and this is how we're going to have fun together, or I've done a little bit of research on you and I know that you like basketball, or I know that you like art and theatres.
So you've been stalking me a little bit?
A bit of stalking before
right.
you, like it's called research really.
That's right, professional research. Note that down. But yeah, what you're contributing.
Yeah, well the other thing that you can contribute to the conversation is something relevant or, you know, newsworthy. I know a lot of people on their profiles have been putting some funny things because you've got to always inject humour, which is why you get all the ladies, you see, because you're funny.
Oh,
so we've
stop it, Andy.
We've got to have some fun, you see?
Yeah.
So that's what flirting is. It's got to be fun.
It's got to be fun. Does it have to be risque? Does it have to be a little bit... How would you describe the best flirt?
The best flirt, yeah, definitely someone who's fun, someone who's relevant and current. So, for example, it's a pandemic and a lot of people are saying, you know, we could go pank buy toilet paper today if you want on our date.
That's right.
You know, it's something funny. Or, you know, I know a guy said, because women don't really generally like putting IKEA furniture together, but he did say something like, you know, I'm really good at doing your IKEA furniture. So that was a good little opener on his bio.
Yeah, maybe they should put you in the catalogue, because I'd also be good at doing you.
You know when that kind of silly humour works?
Yeah, that can work.
It's kind of dad jokey stuff, but you know when it works?
Yeah.
With emojis. They have to be paired with emojis. And we were talking about that, but the thing is, if you don't actually use emojis with some of your writing, the reader could be like, is he for real? Like, I don't know how to read this.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
let's talk about emojis.
Yeah, because they do set a tone a little bit. They do have a little bit of tone when it comes with them. If you just say, hey girl, I think you're looking cute, you might be put into the friend zone. That's not what we want. But if you put in some nice emojis in there, some droplets, some peach action, we progress. Ain't that right? Is that what a professional dating coach would say?
Yeah, but what's a friend zone? Why do you get put into a friend zone?
So the friend zone is, for those who don't know, is that if you have no confidence, if you've got no game, and girls want to decide that they don't want to get with you, they just want to abuse your niceties.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would describe it. Other people would just describe it as being friends with a female.
You know what I call men who are 5'11" and under?
What do you call them?
Friends.
That's right. So all the short boys out there,
So
you
sorry.
better pack up and move on.
I know we're all the same size lying down, but my personality's big.
Well, when I'm lying down, my perpendicular height is a lot bigger than most.
Alright, so size does matter.
What would you say size does matter?
We've got to at least have a big personality.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. A big ego.
But not every girl likes that.
Well, I haven't found one that doesn't yet.
Okay, so we know what you like. So let's talk about emojis and how they help your flirt game.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What was it? You're the expert here. You're the expert, the proclaimed by the masses as the expert.
Well, I do find that a little bit of a works.
A wink emoji, is that
Yeah, but not too much. And then if you want to make a joke, make sure you always put crying laughing face after it. Otherwise, how do we know if we're joking?
Well, that's the mystery of it, isn't it? Some girls like a bit of mystery, but I do like the crying laughing one.
Yeah.
What's
your favourite?
I think the peach is probably my favourite one.
What does the peach mean?
The peach is that booty, is what it is.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, that's right. It's well known. It's universal. You lay it down, she's gonna know what it means. That's
Right.
what you need. Clarity, I think, is one of the things in DMs.
Do you ever use the peach and the hand next to it?
I haven't used that actually.
I've seen that being used.
Is it? What do you think of that? Do you think that's an effective method?
I think it's good flirt action when you're already in a relo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Not like sort of just getting to know someone, but if you want to spice up your love life and you've been in a relationship for quite a while,
Yeah.
you might throw a little bit of a peach in it. Bing.
Okay. I was about to go on a tangent, which was maybe a little bit too not suitable for work, but so another emoji which I really do like is the eggplant.
Oh yeah?
Eggplant.
What
do you
about...
need me to describe what that is also?
Well, vegans already know what that is, don't they?
Well, maybe they're using it for another purpose.
What purpose?
Vegans. Well, I'm using it for the purpose of trying to get in there, of showing my endowment, what I can bring and contribute to the relationship.
Right.
But some people might use it just for food. I've never seen that, but maybe it's a delicious vegetable. I don't know much about vegetables, but...
Well, I do because I'm a wellness coach, and when you do
Good.
cut up an eggplant, make sure you let it sweat.
No sweat.
No pun intended. No, actually there
I'm
was.
very much
You know,
intended.
because you have to put some salt on it, and then you let it sweat. Like it'll literally look like it's crying, and then that takes the bitterness out of the eggplant, and then you're ready to eat the emoji. I mean the eggplant.
Well, the egg, from those who have eaten my eggplants, they've said that it's delicious flavour all around, no bitterness,
No
very
prep.
sweet, no prep, just straight in. Well, I do my own self-care, my own routine, self-care routine,
Yeah.
keeping it fresh and, well moistened, but, sorry.
You will be sorry.
Yeah, maybe I will be. Maybe I will be.
Let's move on to other types of eggplants. I have seen the cactus being used instead of the eggplant.
Oh, really? That seems a little bit,
Prickly situation.
yeah, that's right. I was about to say that joke.
And those who are using those emojis way too often, especially when you haven't met a person, will probably also have to land up receiving a carrot emoji where the woman might slam the ball back harder in his court and say, go shape your carrot.
That's true. That is something. It's getting a little bit over aggressive. That's true. That could work. That's something that I did want to bring up, right? I did want
On aggression, yeah, let's talk about that because girls, when you do have someone who's actually being a weirdo, because there's a whole chapter in the book called How to Weed Out the Weirdos, and you don't like this kind of banter because you've never met them and they might be getting aggressive, this is what you do. Screenshot and block.
Screenshot and block. That's it. That's the technique. Got to keep the girls safe out there. Girls safe so then when I slide in there, they're available and not scarred. But on that, right, there is a line which I think a lot of guys, not myself, but a lot of guys are unable to know where the flirting stops, where the flirting is too far. Is there a way to kind of visualize that or see that when you're doing it?
Yeah, it's called double texting.
Double texting.
It's when your grip is slipping and guys, you need to let go. Happens all the time. I've seen it in my research. And basically by the time I was writing this book, it was so funny. I was letting people know when I matched with them, hey, I'm just writing a book, I'm just researching, and often they would say, oh, can we go on a date so I can be in the book? And I'd be like, honey, you're already in the book. I'm screenshotting everything you're saying. But often when people are sliding into my hashtag DMs through Instagram, because let's face it, Instagram is
It's the
dating.
number one.
Yeah, it's number one
it's
dating
where
site.
if you slide into the DMs on Instagram, they know what you want.
Yeah. So, if you are writing, hi, hello, what you up to? How's your day? And let's say you've got like 4 text messages, one after the other, and the person hasn't even replied. And the worst is when you still haven't replied and then they do it the next day or the following week and you finally open up your DMs and this person has written like it's more than double texting, they've like done it all week. Your grip slipping, mate. Let go, move on to somebody who's actually available or interested. Because what I find is that these guys actually end up losing confidence because they focus on that one person and they could be sliding into so many other DMs and putting some energy into the people who are. But your technique's no good.
That's right, and that's what we're here for. But I think another issue that some guys find, and I think that why the confidence goes down is because they slide into the DMs of a girl who's so obviously out of their league.
No, they're not. No, not. Don't say that to the boys.
The boys know it. The boys know it.
Nah.
Well, I myself, I'm not speaking from experience myself, but
I think every guy has a chance.
Every guy has a chance.
Yeah.
Why would you say? Why would you say that every guy has a chance?
Haven't you heard the saying, "Beauty's in the eye of the beholder"?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I have heard that. I'm usually the beholder.
And and some girls really like funny guys. Some girls really like kind guys. Some girls really like mean men.
Well, have you
daddy issues?
Oh yeah, that's true. Some girls do like that, and that's why I come in a lot of the time. But on that comment about nice guys, and considering we're throwing idioms around,
Right.
what about the idiom that nice guys finish last? What do you think about that?
Well, let me have a think about that. Because you don't want to be too nice.
Yeah, that's right. That's for those out there who are unfamiliar. That term is simp. If you're too nice.
Yeah, you want to have a little bit of what's the word? We were talking about self-love.
Yeah.
And like just deservability and just kind of knowing, are they actually being nice back to me? Is there a level of interest? Because if you're writing like text messages one after the other and they're not replying, then you're kind of not loving yourself because you're giving that person too much attention. And if I can go back onto that, because we have to be a little bit discerning with who we give our attention to.
That's right.
But it comes just back to that sort of opening line and what value are you adding to that person's life? You can't just write, "Hi, what's up?"
That's weak.
Yeah, think about actually writing a cool sentence that might be fun or, as I said, relevant or...
Yeah. I do want to get onto that topic of self-love because I know that's something that you preach about, and I'm listening to it, but I personally don't know that much about it because I usually have a few females self-loving me for me. But what would you describe? What would you describe as self-love, and how does one person get to that level of loving their self?
Okay, when you look in the mirror, what do you say to yourself?
I say, you know what, boy, you're looking fly as hell today.
And what else do you say when you're not talking about your appearance?
I say, your game is good today.
Nice.
That's
and
what I
when
say.
you're revving yourself up before you're about to step out in that big bad world, what's your inner self-talk?
I say, you know what, you step out there like a thug and you're going to return like the same thug.
Nice. And, if we had to wave a magic wand and give you the ultimate self-talk mantra, what would it be?
It would be, know what you got and go flaunt that bad thing.
Oh yeah, nice. I
like that.
it.
Is that going in the next book?
You know what I think we should do with that? Let's make a DOS doll. And when we pull that string at the back and then release it, it comes up with all the self-love mantras.
Yeah, that's right. It's got some nice catchphrases that can come out of there. Commercialising and commoditizing myself.
Yeah,
the
merch.
All the merch. I like being objectified like that. No cap.
You could carry around the doll, and then when you lose your confidence a little bit, you just pull that ripcord.
Yeah, pull that ripcord. Well, that wouldn't be for me. As we have established, I'm the one who's... I say these things to myself all the time. I'm walking up here in cornrows on Bondi Beach. Some guys like me would be self-conscious about that.
Yeah.
Some guys who's walking around in this get-up here, this karate get-up, would be self-conscious about that. But I know when I'm walking down the street, I'm the baddest man on that street.
You know what you have to offer the world.
That's right.
So between the book and the doll, we can really help people, can't we?
Yeah, it looks like we could be some very good business partners. Is what it means. Partners all over, maybe, but
Cupids.
Yeah, Cupids. That's right. That's exactly how I describe us. All right, so Andy, by trade, you are an accredited well-being expert. What does that mean? What does that mean for someone like me who wouldn't quite get it?
Let's get into word semantics.
That's right.
Not accredited, but certified.
Certified.
Food, lifestyle, and wellness coach.
Yeah. I should have known that because I'm a certified fly guy. But continue.
Certification is so important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I help people live their best lives naturally, drug-free, anti-aging, boost and build immunity.
Yeah.
All
very
naturally.
Nice.
Yeah.
All that nice stuff. Well, that's cool. So I've heard that in your past you have been working as the wellness expert for Miss Universe Australia and Miss World.
Coach the girls.
Coach the girls. Did you get into that because you used to be one of those models?
Oh, thank you. But what do you mean used to be?
You're right, girl. You're fucked. You're right.
Queen.
That's right. So, look, if you ever get back into that and you need a hand, I'm more than willing.
To what?
Lend my hand in showing these girls how to live well.
Oh, right.
And live luxuriously.
Yeah. I had to teach the girls how to have more than just a banana before they walked on stage and like starve themselves.
Yeah. Oh, really? I have heard that is actually quite big in the industry. Is that you have all these eating disorders.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're showing these girls the right way. We like a little bit of thickness on this show.
Well, sometimes, not eating is actually not just fasting. It's an eating disorder.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
Yeah.
And before these events, they do get nervous, and they think that that's the right thing to do. But you lose energy levels. So in these kinds of pageants, you need to be very up because it's question time, and we all know that girls can focus only on their aesthetics and not what else they have to offer. So it's really important to tell them or teach them good nutrition.
Speaking of what they have to offer on a personal level, did you find that the girls because I think a lot of guys would think that those types of girls wouldn't have that much personality because they just kind of skate by on their aesthetics, which are hella nice. But are those girls actually nice girls, nice to be around, a good time?
I'm sure they all are, but when nerves get the better of you, it just goes out the window sometimes.
Real bitchy? Does it get a bit bitchy in there?
I think they just forget what they're doing.
That's true.
So that's where I come into play and I remind them their greater purpose. But I haven't done that for quite a while. But it was a great job at the time.
Yeah, it does sound like a whole lot of fun. I'm sure I'll be involved with those girls at one point or another.
Yeah?
But in whatever capacity, I'm not going to put a label on it. I don't like labeling things, but...
what is it that you like? The sashes, the title, the social status, the walk?
I like the whole thing. I mean, I could walk my cute ass down that runway and win me some prizes.
Yeah? What kind of prizes? What are we judging you on?
Judging me on? You can judge me on my personality, because that's what should be number one.
Exactly.
Behind looks, because looks is number one by a long way.
Yeah.
That's what they should be judging me on. And I mean, as I keep saying, I think the audience just needs a reminder. You don't get these cornrows, you don't have this dread, and then not be successful on an aesthetic level.
Yeah, okay. Would you ever change your hairstyle if one of the girls really liked you but she just didn't like the do?
Well, that'd be called a simp move. That would mean that I would never change myself for a female. Right. I think that's futile. I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what? I would have to consult my other girlfriends at the time too. It depends which one in the pecking order comes up. If it's my number one main thing, I'd go consult the rest, and the rest would all say she deserves to lose her spot, and she would.
Or you could get your team to kind of do the costume changes in between dates throughout the day.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's really important though to keep the funnel full. When you're first dating girls, I think that you're not allowed to get too hung up on one person in the beginning stages, because you're auditioning them too.
That's right. A lot of guys don't realise that. It's a two-way street, isn't it?
And this is where we come back to self-love. Because I think a lot of people, men and women, get this idea of who they think that person is in their head.
That's right.
And they're falling in love with the illusion of, oh my God, that guy could be the best father of my kid, or we're going to look so good in Instagram photos together, or, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I think you actually really need to take your time to get to know a person before you say, we're dating.
Yeah, I agree. To be fair though, I have skated by on that for a while. People building their perceptions of me up. When they see me, they go, he wouldn't be the best father of my kid, but he's going to be the father of my kid anyway, whether I like it or not. But so we were talking about Instagram just then and how and the profiles and the
biopics and things.
biopics, yeah, all of that business. What would you say are some guys' do's and don'ts with their profiles?
Yeah, guys need a lot of help on that because I think that guys don't actually take as many photos as what girls do.
That's true.
Girls are always taking photos. Take a photo of me. Here's a selfie. Let's just take a photo for the sake of taking a photo. Here's my cute outfit.
That's right. They do be looking cute a lot of the time too. You keep that up, girls. You keep that up.
Nice. But guys, on the other hand, only take photos when they're on holidays, when they're drunk, or when they're with a sedated tiger.
That does sound like my lifestyle. If I'm honest, that was a little bit too close to home, I think.
So yeah, guys, biopics. You're not doing well when there are too many selfies. When your whole dating profile is just selfie, or gym shirtless selfie, mirror selfie, and just a holiday pic with a sedated tiger selfie, holding somebody else's baby. Nah. But you know what they do? They do a lot of like, here's a photo of me with somebody else's baby, here's a photo of me with somebody else's dog, and try to get like the brownie points to go, look how cute and cuddly I am.
Yeah, that is true. I have seen that. I have seen also another one which is very popular, I think, is a guy holding fish. What do you think? What do you think of those pictures? You get a lot of the time they're not even impressive, the size of the fish. I think if you're going to hold a fish in your Instagram, in your Tinder bio, you're going to have about 4 dudes with a prize marlin. I think
a lot of guys have problems with understanding how big 12 inches is. So when they say, I caught a fish this big, like...
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I certainly don't. Girls know what they're getting when they come for that foot-long sub. That's why Subway is one of my nicknames.
Right. But I think in all truth, like, we really need to get guys to have a good mate take a photo of them while they're doing something that they love, or... just pose for a photo and be funny or quirky or just you, but like less selfies, and don't put too many photos up of yourself with a whole group of people, because might get disappointed if it was like, oh, I thought you were that guy, and then we swipe to the next image and it was like you.
Yeah, I think as well that shows a lack of confidence as well when you've got always photos with you and the boys, which I respect that. I love that hustle. That's what, I got a bunch of cool photos of me and the boys, but these girls have got to know that this is about you.
Yeah.
They're dating you and they're not dating the rest of the boys unless you allow that.
Yeah. Maybe just one group photo.
Yeah.
And the rest about you just owning your life and doing something that you love.
Yeah, and a tip on that, for the group photo, make sure you and all your boys are holding knives and or other weapons, because that makes you look cool and hard and know that you're a street dog like me.
Yeah, while you're in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah, that's right. I usually carry these guns around in the photos.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But,
boom tish.
That's right. Didn't have to have that little bit of, that was a shot there. I'm going to remember that. That was a shot there, Andy.
You have a feel of the guns?
I mean, it's look but don't touch with you right now. You lost those privileges just then with that comment.
We'll save it for the successful females.
That's right, which you still could be. If you could keep your hopes up. But you did just lose some points there.
So you don't like it when the women throw the ball back in your court just as hard?
I mean, not at all. Usually because it's not true. I mean, I got these, I think all this self-love, I rock that. I know what I'm bringing to the table, and that's perfection. One way or another, it is perfection.
Yeah.
It's whether it's an aesthetic level, confidence level, her feeling safe around me, because she knows nobody's going to mess with us.
It's so interesting that you bring up her feeling safe, because a man starts to fall in love when the woman is feeling like she's being protected and provided for. It's this like weird DNA thing.
It's primal.
Yeah.
It's primal.
Yeah.
I'm all about those primal forces.
So women, it's really cool when you're like, oh my God, there's a spider, help. You know, all of a sudden the man feels like, oh, I can sort that out. I mean, it's not always the way, but it's really nice when you're in a relationship in the first parts of dating and the woman kind of might bring up a little bit of a problem and then the man can kind of solve it. But these women who are just like, you've got it all going on and you don't need a man to like help you in life, I think it's really hard for a man to feel like how can he fit into this woman's life because she's already doing everything for herself. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good women that you're doing that and you need to be independent, you know, and why not? But it's nice to soften. You know how we say man up? I think we also need to woman down sometimes.
I would agree. I think that might be gospel word right there. That's going in my 4 favourite books.
Woman down?
Woman down, man up, woman down.
Just a little bit.
It's open to interpretation. It's a moving scale, I would say.
Oh, all right.
But that's just me. That's just me. But finally, right?
Yeah.
This is a topic of, great fantasy, I would say, for many people around my age, many males.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when dealing and canoodling with older women, right?
Oh, okay. What does canoodling mean?
Well, it's open to interpretation, but getting into a physical relationship with an older woman.
Right. So when you're on the dating apps, what are your settings?
My setting's usually 35 to 50.
Really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Don't matter. I'm immortal. I've been rolling
I like
around
that.
in shorts for a while.
I like that because, I mean, let's face it, who wants to be ageist?
That's right. So are you in the camp that thinks age is just a number and that it doesn't really matter?
I think it's really important to be inclusive and, you know, non-discriminative. Did I just say that? But yeah, let's not be ageist, guys. And
does that mean you're willing to take me out on a date after this?
well, weren't we like already discussing that you were on a date with me right now?
Yeah, but this is. I feel like in this setting, it's hard to get a little bit more intimate.
Right.
But you know, we'll discuss afterwards. We'll discuss it. But
yeah, let's not be ageist.
Cool.
And people are talking about, you know, 2021, it's like this 5D awakening and, you know, those people who are talking about there's all different kinds of relationships now and there are all different things, I mean, that are happening.
The sugar daddies, the sugar mums.
No, but we're just connecting on a soul level now.
That's true. That is true. I like that. That's a nice message. So I do have a question on this. Is if I found myself at an older women's house, would it be acceptable for me?
But she's not an older woman, remember?
She's by society's standards.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's not my labels.
Yeah.
I don't put them labels on. I just say, girl, you're fine.
Yeah.
But would I be able to eat her kid's lunchbox the day after? Is that unacceptable? I mean, just a road snack, or should I just expect a packed lunch before?
What are you after in this, like, society's older woman label?
Well, I mean, I'm not really for the label, but I know my worth. I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to be provided for. You know.
Oh, right.
I mean, if there's a nice ham and cheese or Vegemite sandwich waiting for me when I bounce up out of there.
Is this after you've taken her out for dinner and all that sort of thing?
Well, maybe she took me out for dinner. Who knows? We went out for dinner. We came back.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened, they already know. But.
I think all relationships are based on reciprocation. So she must feel at fair exchange.
A fair exchange.
Yeah.
A fair exchange. So if I give her the best night of her life, then I should expect packed lunch.
Maybe if that's high on her values.
Well, it should be. It should be.
So tell me about this older woman from society's values perception. What do you think they are like?
Well, I think society thinks, there's always I think the phrase is that when you move from the old bull, sometimes you want the young buck.
Right.
And that's or the young stallion. That's more how I describe myself. More like a stallion ready to be ridden. But so I think, you know what, some men and women of all ages, we don't use ages, but they all have fantasies. They all have things that they want to be they want to happen.
Right.
And I think
your relationship's purely physical with this older, by society standards, woman.
Usually I try not to make that many girls fall in love with me, I think.
Yeah.
So I think leaving feelings out of it is usually better, yeah.
Yeah, but you've got such a high EQ and IQ. I just thought maybe you would have liked that banter and that.
That's true. Well, we can have fun. We can converse. We can talk about funny things.
Yeah.
But I think you gotta lay down the ground rules first. I think you gotta say, look, girl, I got this pyramid set up. You act right, you gotta move up it.
Right.
So
you can do this on the dating apps. You can actually put now what it is you want out of the relationship, and it can say relationship or something casual or I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. I think that is an effective little tool there.
I think it's important to know your boundaries before you're going into anything.
That's right.
But also be open and flexible to the fact that you might have thought you wanted something casual and all of a sudden it becomes like that, and then you might have thought you want serious and then you meet them IRL and you're like, hang on, I'm just doing casual with you.
Yeah, that's right. I think that does happen a lot. I think, I find that a lot where girls, they decide that they fall in love with me pretty much instantaneously, even though sometimes they say they want something just casual.
Well, let's talk about breaking hearts though.
Breaking hearts, let's do that.
Yeah, because you don't want to fall in love with someone that you've only been DMing.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
A lot of girls are really upset and disappointed if the guy decides not to meet up with them, or they have a date and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I think you've dodged a bullet.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Why is that?
In all respect to both parties, you both had an illusion of how you think that was going to end up.
That's
And
right.
if they're just not feeling it, they're not feeling it. And if you're upset about it, it's because you had an illusion of how you thought that guy was going to be.
You played yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something you got to keep an eye on. You got to know what you are, you got to know what they are, and what you want to be. And I think those boundaries are very important.
There's so many fish in the sea or on the apps.
That's right. But I'm that big kahuna swimming round. I'm that trophy fish.
You are.
Thank you very much, Andy. You just got those brownie points right back.
You've got to get back out there in the streets of Bondi.
That's right.
White soft sand and sow your seeds.
Yeah, I sow my seed out there. That is true. I do sow my seed. But on that...
and on that note, be safe, everyone.
That's true. Be very safe.
Not talking COVID safe. We're talking about other viruses. Always be protected and prepared if you choose to share your sacred space.
Yeah, that's right. And to be protected in this dating game, I do highly recommend #InstaLovers by Andi Lew. For those out there that are struggling, you might pick up some tips, especially those who are a little bit, who think my comments are a bit abrasive. This one here is a lot more lovely, I would say. It's well written. It's written in a nice tone, I think, and it's got very important things to say, so make sure you pick up a copy of it.
And for men who don't like reading, I'll also whisper sweet nothings in your ear with my Audible version.
I think I would cut off my foot to listen to that, I think.
Fans only.
That's right. No OnlyFans coming out from you?
No, I don't need the money.
That's right. I'll give her everything she wanted anyway. And on that note, thank you very much, Andi Lew. You have been gorgeous.
Thank you. Stay connected with me on my Instagram, andi.lew, and get the Audible book.
That's right. All that will be in the description down below. Thank you so much. And you know what? I might take you out on that date now.
All right, where are we going?
Look, Nate, where's the...
living room?
I know there's a nice McDonald's down there on Bondi Road. Maybe I'll take you there.
Do they have salads?
Look, I can toss up whatever you want. Don't worry about it.
All right. It's a date.
It is a date. Thank you.